Facebook recently made a decision to change its name to Meta. So I thought I had a clear understanding of exactly what this is. I thought it was literally, it's no longer Facebook.com, it's Meta.com. That was my initial. It's like, okay, sure. But apparently it's much bigger than that. There's a bigger vision. Can you break down Meta for Dummies?
Think of it like the shared virtual experiences.
Okay.
All right. In ownership of more decentralized ownership of the virtual experiences and assets. So Facebook, here's the Wikipedia definition. The metaverse is an iteration of the internet part of shared virtual reality, often as a form of social media. The metaverse, in a broader sense, may not only refer to virtual worlds operated by social media companies, but the entire spectrum of augmented reality. So it's not just putting on the virtual reality glasses and, playing a video game and that, although that can have worth. At the end of the day, you have to boil down that we're human beings and there's ways for human beings to connect. The internet is a way for human beings to connect and make things quicker, easier, faster. It's supposed to be more efficient and all that stuff. And you can definitely see over the past 2 decades that it has done that.
Yes.
It is a lot faster to get things done with the internet. It doesn't mean that everybody stopped interacting with each other. You can argue that people do interact less, and that's probably true. But it doesn't mean that, the interaction between people just goes away.
Right.
It means that the way that we interact changes a little bit, maybe. So 2 decades ago, if I wanted to call, I wanted to connect with somebody, I might have had to have a mutual friend or cold email or something like that when the internet was first coming out. But now I can have a Clubhouse conversation with somebody. And I don't have to have their phone number through my mutual friend or contact or whatever to get their phone number. Like I can just be in a Clubhouse room and you're on the phone with people essentially on Clubhouse. It's just you have a warm opening to being on the phone with them now.
Right.
So you just have these mass phone calls that are happening.
Yeah.
So it's really not all that new. Clubhouse is you're having conversations with people.
Yes.
But you're just doing it in a more efficient way to get a warm open to meet people. That's all that's happening with this stuff. So don't let it go over your head.
Right.
You're just finding new ways to do the things that you had been doing. And a lot of times they are more efficient ways. So the metaverse, one aspect is those virtual reality worlds, though. I don't want to gloss over that.
Right.
A lot of people play video games, and the real estate in the video game, so the digital real estate is still valuable to people. For one example, if there's 1 billion people playing a video game, be a very popular video game, by the way, but let's say there's 1 billion people playing a video game, and you have buildings in this video game, you have houses, you have all this other stuff. Now, if I can get some advertising space in this video game, that's obviously valuable because I'm getting eyeballs.
Yeah.
Advertising is just getting eyeballs and getting your message across. So if I can do that inside the video game, that is one way to extract value from the video game.
Right.
If I have a social media platform, I just have eyeballs. That's what I have.
Right.
And I'm going to sell ad space on my social media platform to get the revenue in and get people's jobs going. And you're just creating cool ways to keep people's attention on social media. That's why you want to sell more ads by getting more attention on there. All right. So the other aspect of this, the whole metaverse thing, because I think, excuse me, you can make the argument that a lot of people would say, the NFTs and creator coins fall into this space still.
Right.
NFT is just ownership of digital art. So fusing social media with the idea of, people don't like that. They say, I don't own my data.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what if you did own your data? Or you at least had a way to monetize,
Facts.
directly monetize your influence on these social medias. Then comes the fusion of creator coins and NFTs. So the creator coin would be that I have my company, or I'm just an influencer or whatever. And if people like what I'm doing, then they can pay to be a part of my economy.
Right.
And they don't even have to buy my products or services. They can just pay to be a part of my economy. Now, the NFT is also a dual purpose because people can have a loyalty program in there. You can sell tickets for shows through the NFTs, and they can become digital assets. And you can have people pay for the NFTs in your creator coin, so that it's not just the value of Ethereum going up with when they buy the NFTs. It's the value of your currency going up. So it's this whole new idea in world, essentially, the metaverse, universe. This new world that it's not so much different than what we've been doing, because we kind of have the same ideas now. It's just a more efficient way to do them. So if I wanted to make money off my own brand right now, I can still do that. Like, I still go get sponsors, and I still can make merch and do all this other stuff, but it just makes it opens it up to more people. So right now, or before, 100% of the people who would buy or support our business monetarily would be musicians or record labels or artists or, producers or whatever. Somebody making music, or the manager of them involved in the music directly is the one who would pay for our products or services. But now it would be that as long as I believe in what they're doing, I can buy some of their coin, and hold some of their coin, and we get paid from weekly rewards on, we're listed on rally.io. We get weekly rewards if people buy into our coin and we're growing. We get paid if they sell off some of our coins, not like a huge percentage, but we get paid a small percentage every time they sell off. So we're now a payment processor. If people buy our NFTs, that also contributes to our coin. Like, it's just a better way to do things now. So don't let the whole idea go over your head. It's just think of it like a better way to do things. And then you add on the extra aspect of those virtual reality headsets and people, playing really cool video games, where they're not just using the controller anymore. They're now like in the game, they're playing it, and they're having more fun. They're getting more attention to their products. And Facebook, Meta owns Oculus as well. So Oculus is those headsets, and they're really thinking 10 years ahead now, because most people don't have the Oculus headsets. Most people don't know what creator coins are quite yet.
But
most
they will.
People don't own an NFT yet, even if they know what it is. So the tech companies really, they're thinking 5-10 years down the line is what they think about, because they, like, once you get so much money, you just have time to sit around and think. So you don't have to worry about day to day. You get to think about future stuff. So that's what they're doing right now. So how can you take action on it? I wouldn't say buy a bunch of NFTs right now, because they're kind of, there might be a small dip in them. So you might be buying them overvalued. If you find some good price NFTs and you believe in the project and they have good utility, you can go look at some. Not financial advice, just go look at some, do your research. And then the creator coin aspect of it is the one that I'm still more bullish on than even the NFTs. So do your research on that, guys. And I would definitely say start somewhere. Don't just sit on the sidelines and watch these people with tons and tons of money just continue to accrue tons and tons of money, because they're doing the smart stuff. Like, you make sure you're in position to do the smart stuff too.
100%. Makes sense, man.